Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Coughlin Field Hockey. Joining us is junior Brigid Wood. Brigid, a lot of accolades for you in the postseason here. It's been a busy couple months for us, for you, that is. Tell us about what's been happening with you, and you're still playing some field hockey, and now you're in the indoor season.
Yeah. After season, our team ended up second in the district, and then I made first team All-State and second team All-American, which was really exciting for myself. And now I'm in indoor season with Nook in the U.S. indoor team.
Well, big accomplishment with that as well. Let's talk a little bit about you're driving down to that Nook an awful lot, and a whole lot of miles going on in Mom's car. But tell us about what you're able to do there with the indoor team.
Yeah, I go down 3 times a week, which is 2 hours away, so it's a lot. And then on weekends I go down as well for tournaments. But the training there is amazing, and everyone's so welcoming, and the coaching staff is so great. And the facility is definitely state-of-the-art.
Well, Brigid, let's talk a little bit about the team that you're practicing with, and what the goals and where you're going to be playing in the months to come.
With Nook Field Hockey, we'll have our qualifier for nationals coming up. And then with the U.S. indoor team, I leave for Germany on Sunday.
Well, that'll be exciting. Tell us about what you're thinking about heading to Germany for the first time in your life.
It's really exciting, but I've never traveled out of the country by myself without my parents or anybody. So I'm excited, but it's also kind of nerve-wracking. But there's 7 girls on the under-19 team. We're looking to do pretty well over there.
Brigid, when you talk about your game of field hockey and playing at a high level, it's a whole lot of work, but I'm sure you feel pretty fortunate at this point that you're able to be with the elite group for this team.
Yeah, it's really nice when you see all your hard work finally paying off, and you just have to keep putting in the hours in the gym and at practice, and good things come.
We're talking with Brigid Wood, a junior at Coughlin High School. Here on the John Mendola Show, we're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Brigid, how about confidence-wise when you're playing against some of the best players, not only in the state, in the nation, and you happen to be one of those players that your group with? Does the confidence part, work at anybody at any point? Do you have to kind of remind yourself that, hey, I am pretty good?
When you're playing against them, sometimes you think about it and you're like, oh my gosh, this girl's really good. But to be able to be there, you have to kind of boost your own confidence and say, I'm tough enough to hang with them, and I can definitely, I earned my spot here, and I could definitely be just as good as them.
Brigid, when you do a little self-reflection on your game, tell us about some things you really feel confident about when you are out there, whether it's your fitness level, your stick skills. Tell us about some of the positives that you see when you're out there with your teammates.
I think there's always, more you can do, but I think some of my strengths are, my distributing skills and, passing the ball up the field or, one-on-one elimination.
Well, field hockey's been a big part of your life with your mom as a coach and your sister as a player, and, of course, all your teammates there at Coughlin. You also made a decision in the last month or so about what you're going to do collegiately. Tell us about your choices you had and which college you actually picked.
Late July, early August, I chose to verbally commit to Boston College, and I was so thrilled with my decision. I committed while at camp, so the energy on campus was just amazing, and all the girls in the dorm were so excited. So it was just a great environment to commit in. And I chose between just a couple of schools. I was down to about Boston College, Duke, Michigan, and a little bit of Princeton I looked at. So it was a really tough decision, but I'm so happy that I made it, and I'm so proud of where I'm going.
Well, Boston College is getting a heck of a field hockey player. How about the academic component? You mentioned all those schools, and boy, they're no slouches. So obviously you got to get the job in the classroom as well.
Yeah, hitting the books is definitely my top priority while I'm there. Thinking about going into the business school because I'm pretty sure they're the fourth-ranked business school in the nation. So they were really excited about that when I went on campus, and I think that's what I want to do.
Talking Brigid Wood, Coughlin Field Hockey here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Boston College is where she's going to play field hockey. Still has a senior season to go. Brigid, when you try to keep pushing forward, and obviously you're going to play some field hockey, as you mentioned, in another country, but the spring will come along, and you're still going to play some lacrosse, right?
Yeah, I love lacrosse.
Tell us about that program getting started. Obviously, your mom was a big part of that and getting the community together, and you guys kind of had to fund it on your own. That's been a great effort, but how about some of the other girls at Coughlin and just the sport itself? Lacrosse is really growing here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, our team has really picked up the game, and last year we ended up finishing almost at the top of our division. So this year we're trying to make it to win district.
Brigid, talk about your sister and your mom and the sport of field hockey and being close with them, and obviously going through this whole ride. I'm sure it's been a lot of fun. You're the little sister in this whole thing, but you've had some great mentors to look up to and what they've been able to do with the game as well.
Yeah, Caitlin's been a great influence, especially freshman year. It was rough being on the same team as her. She definitely put me in my place a couple times, but it was good to have someone to rely on, and she always had my back.
Well, Brigid, we wish you well in your future endeavors. Obviously, congratulations heading to Germany for the weekend, which sounds kind of cute. And then, of course, a happy New Year to you and your family. And we wish you the best of luck in lacrosse season as well. And I'm sure we'll talk to you sometime in the coming months as you get ready for your senior season there at Coughlin.
Thank you so much.
Brigid Wood, a junior, headed to Boston College, headed to Germany. She's got a lot going on, so happy New Year to her and her family as we talk Coughlin Field Hockey here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.